Hello, Torians. Welcome to your 7-day forecast with angelic ascensions. I hope all is genuine. Well, this will be a reading that may resonate with you if you happen to have Taurus in your sun, moon, rising, or Venus dominant in your natal chart, or if you happen to be cross-watching for a Taurian, you might find some information in this reading that may resonate. Keep in mind, Taurians, that this reading is general, and that not every situation that's mentioned in this reading may resonate. Take what is genuinely a message for you, and what is not, disregard, because that may be a message intended for someone else's ears. Please avoid making any rash decisions based on a general reading. If you'd like a reading based on your own personal energy, you can, of course, book a reading on my website, which happens to be angelicsascensionstarot.com. Trigger warning, we're going to discuss sensitive topics. Let's jump right in and let's see what's going on for the Taurians for the next 7 days. Taurus. It's usual energy. Same thing. It doesn't seem like anything's really changed from the last reading. It still seems that you feel closed off and that your mind is constantly running. You're constantly thinking about things. You might be someone who's prone to be an overthinker, who's in your energy around this period of time is an air sign. Aquarius, Libra, or Gemini. Or this could be you. You could possibly be a Taurus on the Gemini cusp, or a Taurian with air sign placements. You got a Leo that's around you. You might be surrounded by someone who is a smoker. I also see Sagittarius as relevant in the situation. Seems like you feel lost. You feel a little bit confused. You might even be having some odd dreams around this period of time. Taurus. You might have some ideas that are absolutely genius as well around this period of time. It looks like you're thinking about something. You're looking for somebody to blame. Somebody could possibly be shifting the blame this week, Taurus or cross-watcher. You're fighting with someone, it looks like. You're having tension with someone. Or maybe you feel that right now there's someone that's in your energy that kind of refuses to understand where you're coming from. I think someone could possibly be maybe trying to communicate with you. Maybe you're refusing their calls, kind of ignoring their text messages, or this is someone's assumption about you. Just like, who did I read for last night? It's not posted yet, but I read for Leo. And what I was saying with Leo is that Leo was concerned about their home life. And it looks like you are too. And I see Leo in your reading. So some of you, like I said, this is your placements, or you're connecting with a Leo. You're concerned about family. You're concerned about your home. Something could possibly be going on with your background. Maybe you're concerned about comfort. Could be cooking more from home. It's an Aries. There's an Aries that's popping up in your energy as well. Seems like maybe you don't have time for yourself. You want to practice self-care, but something's preventing you from doing so. It might be balance. Balance with your time, balance with your energy, especially with your thinking. Seems like there's something that you want to bring into fruition, and I think that you will. Maybe it's this conversation. Let me see how you feel about it. Somebody cut you deep. Was something that they said? It still feels like something that someone has said to you has left a lasting effect on you. And this is what you're really thinking about this week. It seems like for you, it's just kind of hard for you to trust people. This is why you're staying in this protective bubble. It's hard for you to trust people, or it's hard for you to trust what somebody is saying. Someone in particular that's around you that you might feel is blameworthy of something, or they are the one that shifted the blame. Maybe there's somebody that you see as a hypocrite. Maybe somebody has written something. It could be a message or somebody's writing something about you. Because this feels like something is written or somebody is writing something, has written something about you. Yeah. I don't think that you're seeing eye to eye with someone, or you haven't. As I mentioned, I feel like you're having tension. You're ignoring someone, or they feel like this is the case. There's a lot of sorrow, a lot of grief, a lot of pain that you're dealing with, obviously. So like I said, whatever happened in the previous reading, it still feels like you're thinking about it. Maybe you feel like you're dealing with somebody that has a chip on their shoulder. Oh, if this is a relationship, it feels like you feel like you're drifting apart from this person right now. You are. It feels like you're detaching. Someone feels that you're slipping away. You're detaching emotionally from someone, possibly so that you can move on. And maybe this is a very hard decision. Maybe this is something that brings up a lot of emotion for you to kind of let something go that you've been holding on to for such a long time. It could be a particular duty. It could be a particular task that you feel that you're kind of bound to. And now you're deciding, you know what, for my own sanity, I got to let something go. Because it does feel like maybe you're healing from something. If you feel like you're having to walk on eggshells in a particular situation, because it does feel like you're treading lightly. Nobody's out there. Nobody's saying anything today. Tauruses are quiet today. Okay, let's see what's going on. You might be dealing with someone who is in the military, or somebody that has that could be a veteran, or maybe has a police status. Could possibly be playing a part in what's going on for you this week. What's going on with Taurus? Somebody's full of pride this week. Wow. You must live in Southern California. We're going through it right now with the fires. Maybe it's affecting you. But like I said, you're concerned about home, roots. You're concerned about stability. So it feels like maybe you've lost your home. If you haven't lost your home through fire, it seems like something has happened in your home, with your home life. We're going to see what this is. This is people in your home, possibly. Because it seems like you're kind of confined to one space. You're confined to your room lately. It's, like I said, if it's not your room, then it's definitely the four walls of your mind. But you're kind of stuck on it right now. Seems like there's a final choice that you're needing to make. You're having to narrow down some choices. You're definitely concerned about your money situation. You got a Capricorn that's in your situation as well. There's somebody from your past. Taurus, I hear you screaming from your screen like, I want somebody new. Keeping in mind, this doesn't have to be a romantic situation. We could be talking about platonic situations. It definitely feels like this isn't something new that you're dwelling on. Not this heavy. This wouldn't be something new. I mean, I guess it could be. There are the Taurians. Okay. Dealing with a Cancer, not sure if he can be trusted. And yes, I have been alone. I was saying that it looks like you're going through some loss. Looks like this is a breakup, a difficult one, an emotional one. Or there's some sort of, if it's not a breakup, well, it looks like you're having tension with someone. I was mentioning that there's some sort of duty that you have, maybe a duty that you carry, an obligation, a responsibility that you carry. And maybe you're kind of ready to alleviate that responsibility because maybe things have just become too heavy for you. Seems like you're doing a lot by yourself. You've been struggling with something in your life. And what I was mentioning earlier is this is a situation that might involve family members for some of you, or involves your home life, because I was saying something about your home life is tense. Something has changed. You've gone through some sort of misfortune, or there's somebody around you that you're thinking about. If it's not you that has gone through some sort of misfortune, you're thinking about somebody else's situation. And it seems like you feel a heartfelt sort of energy about this. If this is a love relationship, I was telling you something has become tense. And I was mentioning that I think that there's somebody else involved. This might be why you're ignoring somebody right now. You're ignoring their texts, you're ignoring their phone calls. And I was saying, even if that's not actually something that's playing out, somebody might be under the assumption that that's what you're doing. Possibly a Scorpio. But I mean, did somebody pass away? Because if nobody passed away, and this is somebody that's taking the separation pretty hard. Or this is somebody that's saying, you know what, you hurt me too bad, you're dead to me. I think I see where this is going. So you're in separation from somebody that you care about. Or the tension between you and someone is just, because it feels like you feel that somebody is BSing you. What's going on? Did you injure yourself? Maybe you stubbed your toe. It seems like you might be limping. Or somebody around you could be. Okay. What's really going on, spirit guys? As I see. I hope this isn't somebody putting you down. I think so. Stripping away. You might feel that something has been stripped away from you. Or like I said, somebody's words have cut deep. Somebody has stripped something from you, self-esteem wise, and turned around and put the blame on you. Seems like somebody's kicking you when you're down. Or someone feels that maybe this is playing out you. Like they're looking at you this way. Let's see, Taurus. I'm still trying to figure out what's really going on. That's what you're looking for. Consistency. And maybe the issue is that it's either a relationship that's inconsistent, or you feel that someone's word is inconsistent. You feel like you can't trust someone at their word. You want to, but somebody has absolutely disappointed you before. There could potentially be some understanding, but it feels like maybe right now you need your space. Like I said, this could have something to do with what's going on at home. I mentioned to you, you're kind of confined to one space, one room. You're like, I need some space to think, or I need some space. I need to spread out. I need, you know what I mean? It feels like something is going on with your living situation. I might repeat that a few times because I'm trying to figure it out. So please bear with me. I think this is you. I think something has gone on with your home. And I think maybe right now you're not really sure what to do, or you're not sure where to go next. So this is something that's bringing you down. And it honestly feels like you're going through a depression. Keeping in mind, if it's not you that's going through this type of thing, this may be someone that is around you that could be going through something. Yes, spirit guides say that's exactly the case. Emotional challenges. So right now, it feels like your emotions are really getting the best of you. And it feels like it's due to a circumstance that you're dealing with. A financial one, really. For some of you, this is a love struggle, unless you're fighting about money, and this is the reason that maybe you're not getting along with someone at this time. It might be because of money, but like I said, this is somebody BSing you, and you're onto it. So yeah, needless to say, see that you're deleting texts. Like I said, somebody's trying to call you, contact you, you're ignoring them. You're like, F that. I'm going to delete you. I'm going to delete your phone number. I hope you're not deleting somebody. Anyway, not that way. Let's talk about deleting somebody's phone number, yeah? Unless this is somebody deleting something else. Their browsing history. Okay, so something's going on online. Somebody's doing something that maybe they don't want you to see. Oh, okay. Get it. You're going to be seeing something. There's something that's being done behind your back. You're getting ready to see the truth about it, and you might be ready to confront somebody about it. Unless this is something that has already happened. You have a Cancerian that's in your energy. With the number 4, Cancer. Back in the gym. Random side note. Might be the father of your child. This is you having dad issues, potentially. Something could possibly be triggering that. Unless you're going back and forth with your dad. I was mentioning your family members, your dad, your older brother, your cousin, and uncle. You are, thank you, spirit guides. You are moving. 7 of Swords. Come on, let's talk about it. We talked about that. Somebody's definitely doing something behind your back. But yes, you're moving. Again, due to some sort of misfortune, a circumstance that may have happened that was completely out of your hands. It has you on the move. And like I said, it feels like you're not sure where you're going to go next. This could be due to a breakup. Maybe there's an end of a lease or whatever. Especially if this, I was mentioning to you, you're worried about money. Consistency. So maybe for you, it's the consistency of getting bills paid on time. Because it definitely, something going on with your phone. Is it cracked? Is it a charger issue, a battery issue? It seems like something's going on with your phone. Anyway, just an observation. So yeah, there's a move that's coming up for you. Somebody's a musician, somebody sings. I mentioned to you, you're an artist. Or you're coming up with some creative ideas. Somebody is seeing something online, on social media. Or this is somebody looking through somebody's things to try to gather the truth. And like I said, somebody is seeing something. Yes, I thought that said valuables. It says values. Maybe you feel like you have different values from someone. This King of Swords. I mentioned to you, there's an air sign that's in your energy. Aquarius, Libra, Gemini. I think this is somebody you work with, really, for some of you. That's the issue, trust. Something's going on with your home. Maybe something's going on in your hometown. Or rejected. All right. There's obviously a breakup. And there's obviously a situation where you can't see eye to eye because there's something that you've come across. You've come across proof. And then maybe there are people that have kind of warned you to maybe stay away from this person. Because it looks like they've left you for somebody else before. Or they've at the very least allowed somebody to verbally interfere with your relationship, to give their input. And it seems like somebody is just kind of like listening and going along with what somebody else is saying. It's that sort of thing. So it seems like you're upset at each other. And it seems like somebody wants to work it out. But I think somebody is tired of the same old, same old. So somebody's putting a stop to the situation. Somebody's not falling for it. So I don't know how this conversation is going to take place. It seems like one of you wants to talk. I don't know how you're going to get to this place of forgiveness unless this is you silently forgiving someone, especially if this is like an absentee father. And this is you as a single parent, and you're doing everything that you can to raise or to take care of a family or to maintain your independence, and it just feels like something is not working. You have a pet. Maybe some of you are adopting a pet. That's what that looks like. Somebody could, from a distance, could possibly be coming to see you. So you could possibly be coming back from a road trip. Maybe there's somebody that you want to go see. Yeah. Again, you're going to your hometown, going to somebody's house. Or this is you. Maybe this whole situation about you worried about your living situation seems like it may have a way of working itself out. Maybe you were supposed to move since October. Maybe something specific happened around the time of October here. You are Taurus, whether you're male, female, or you resonate somewhere in between. That would be your energy. You got some helpful people that are in your energy. If you allow people in, Taurus, because it looks like you're leery of certain individuals, or just period. I want to trust people, but it's just kind of hard. It might be something like that. Something this week is going to be kind of time sensitive. You're worried about time. Maybe you feel like time is getting away from you. So that's what I mean. Is something going on with your clock or your watch or this sort of thing. Seems like you might feel that there are certain things that you can't really manage within these 24 hours. And it seems that the stress is getting to you about something in particular. Yes, come on. What is really going on? What has you so discouraged? There is a light at the end of the tunnel. But it just seems like because of your circumstances and the way that they look right now, it's hard for you to believe that the things are going to get better. It's like it's difficult for you to see your way through a difficult circumstance because of what's going on emotionally. Resolve the issue is what Spirit is saying. So it may be very difficult for you to resolve the issue with the state of mind that you're in. So something might require a shift. Taurus. Come on, if you're not going through it with somebody. Some of you were bullied as kids. Or maybe you're bullied as an adult. This could be your kid being bullied at school or home. Well, Spirit is saying something might be happening at home. Or maybe there's a kid that doesn't have home training. You might feel like there are adults that just don't have home training. It's like, who raised you? You might feel like that. Like, where the heck do they do that at? Like, you might be wondering that about some people that are around you. Like, who acts this way? You know what I mean? Somebody might be having you come out of character. Or you might feel, Taurus, like you want to put your hands on somebody. Maybe you have a lot of siblings. Oh, I think that's at work, really. Somebody at work this week might be frustrating you. Let's talk about work, okay? There's definitely something going on with your money. Okay, it looks like there's some money that could be coming to you. Somebody could possibly be lending you some money. This is you possibly applying for credit. Your financial situation is going to change. It looks like it was steady at some point, and now something has kind of thrown it off. Maybe you're looking for a job. Because it looks like there's some news that you've been waiting for, Taurus. And it seems like you might be on the receiving end of that news. You could also be on the receiving end of a package because it looks like maybe you've ordered something, maybe it's coming through. You might be getting a notification about this week. What's going on with work? You are getting news about something. This Capricorn is constantly coming up in your reading. I almost want to say Capricorn is dominating your reading, but so is this Libra. At work. Birds of a feather, they flock together. So maybe this is you feeling that people are gathering in cliques at work. You know, normal work politics. Seems like that might be kind of eating at you. Maybe kind of getting on your nerves. And maybe you're noticing that. And maybe you feel like you're the target at work. Unless this is you. You could possibly be targeting somebody, but no, this really feels like it's the other way around. Like I said, there's something emotional, something that has you really hurt and really in your feelings. So be careful about bringing your emotions to work. I mentioned before, you're human. You're going to feel your emotions. You're not perfect. You're not required to be perfect. But in a particular circumstance, you could possibly be taking it out to bring whatever aggression or frustration that you're feeling. This could even be like misguided anger. You could definitely be directing your anger at people that haven't done anything to you. Or you might feel like you're on the brunt of this, like you're getting the brunt of this. Okay, because remember, somebody's shifting the blame. Somebody doesn't want to be at fault for something, or somebody doesn't want to accept, they don't want to own up to something that they've done. I think this is somebody trying to trigger you. I've mentioned before, somebody is kicking you while you're down, or you feel, somebody might feel that you're doing this. Somebody is, oh, that's the trigger. A thief. Somebody taking something from you, taking credit for something that you are doing as far as your work, your creativity. Because it definitely feels as though you're creative. And it definitely feels as though there are people that are opposing something that you're doing. Did I mention something about social media? This would especially be the case if you're on social media. Thievery, yeah. Copycats are a dime a dozen. Trolling. Somebody might say something, again, to trigger you, to get a certain reaction. Don't let somebody get you fired. Taurus. Or have the audacity to make it seem as though you're a loose cannon. Because it seems like that's what somebody wants to be the case. I see someone trying to provoke you. Unless this is somebody calling them out, somebody might be calling somebody out on their thievery. Especially if this is something that somebody feels has gone undetected, because I pulled this card that says seeing. You have the Seven of Swords not once but twice. Somebody has covered something up. Or they feel like something is camouflaged enough that maybe somebody else won't notice. Somebody thinks that they've outsmarted either someone or the public. And maybe this is you. Maybe you work with the public. Somebody has taken something from you, and it seems like it's had a long-lasting effect on you. Seems like something might be going on with your credit as well. Yep, uncertainty. I want to trust you, but I'm uncertain about whether or not I can. That's what I don't understand. Like, what happened? What got you here? Or is it just that I'm overlooking it, and it might just be something that's just very simple? You feel rejected. You've been rejected, or you've been hurt before, so now it has you with your guard up. It has it so that it's just very difficult for you to really lower that guard and let people in. This whole situation with rejection, this could have something to do with, like I said, a conversation. Maybe this conversation has already taken place, and maybe whatever was said has been very damaging already. The damage has already been done. Or this is saying, be careful about your words. Once the words have left your mouth, you know what I mean? Somebody has already felt the effects of it. I think this is something that has already happened, but since we're talking about things that could be taking place over the next 7 days, maybe it's not a bad idea to maybe think before you speak, not be so rash. Not to say that it's you. It doesn't have to be. So take it however it truly resonates, but you do have a lot of wands in this reading, which could also indicate anger, aggression. Somebody is taking their anger out on someone, and somebody feels that way. I did pull a card that says people in the home. So this might be people that you're living with. And this might just be because you're under a whole bunch of pressure. And maybe there might be some people around you that don't really understand or they don't really know what's going on with you. Because I did say you're kind of isolated, you're kind of to yourself. So there might be people that are just giving you the side eye. They're like, well, what's wrong with Taurus? It seems like there are people that are wondering. Some people are wondering because they're nosy, and some people are wondering because they're genuinely concerned. But like I said, this whole thing about integrity, thievery, and that sort of thing, and birds of a feather flocking together. It seems like somebody's integrity might be in question this week. Or this is not one person, but this is, a set of people. Like I mentioned, there could be people that are gathering in cliques to talk, to gossip. I definitely see something such as that. You have a child. Maybe this is your issue. Maybe you haven't spoken to your mom unless you're having tension with your mom. Or maybe this is you thinking of your child. You could have a child that is a grown adult. It doesn't have to be that they're a toddler. Seems like there could be a parent that could possibly be thinking a lot about their child around this period of time. So maybe when was the last time you spoken to your mom? I mentioned to you, some of you, the issue, the stress comes from being a single parent. Feeling like you're doing everything by yourself. Maybe this is an elder sibling, possibly. Seems like there's a mom that's doing a mom or a dad, whomever, older parent, family member, that's doing the best that they can to maybe provide. And it just seems like it's the uncertainty of things right now, financially, that's causing you to feel a little bit less than. So this could be you. This could be your inner self-talk. There could be something that you're saying to yourself on a daily basis that's causing you to question yourself. This is you blaming yourself for something. I feel like you're just really hard on yourself, Taurus. Or somebody's very hard on you. Maybe it was this parental figure, and maybe that's where you got it from. So it seems that there's some sort of cycle that you may be breaking. Yeah, you're not yet across. There's a particular situation that you're going through, and you haven't yet crossed that boundary. You haven't yet crossed a certain level or situation where you can see that light at the end of the tunnel. Like I said, it seems like you're kind of caught up in your circumstances right now. Spirit, tell us more about this. What plays out for Taurus? You do have money that's coming in. If this is you worrying about money, maybe you feel like you don't have enough money for right now. You're waiting for some money to come in. There is some money that may come in. It may not solve all of the issues that you have right now, but it definitely feels like it might cover something for now, something that is just a very pressing issue. So whatever this is on your mind about a financial need, like I said, it seems that somebody comes in to give you, this is either something is covered by credit, like that sort of thing, or somebody is coming to help you with something. You're waiting for something to happen. Come on, let's talk about it. Spirit says there's definitely deception. You're sensing deception. Like I mentioned to you, you feel like somebody is BSing you. And you're like, how could you do this to me? There's somebody that you really once trusted. Trust. There's somebody around you that is being deceptive. There is no need to hurry or force things to happen. Everything is occurring in perfect timing. Spirit is saying, take it easy. There's something that you're waiting for. And you could possibly be waiting for a decision. You're waiting for someone else's decision, and you feel like, okay, I'm at the mercy of somebody else to make a decision about something. Maybe you just don't know when this is going to happen. Or you're just like, I don't know what's going to happen next. Spirit is saying, take it easy. There's no need to force things to happen or hurry things along before divine timing. Your situation is going to work out. It's just, like I said, it's the way that you're looking at things right now. Did you cut yourself on some scissors? Because this is the second time that I'm seeing scissors in your reading. Like, what's really going on? I feel like you're cutting somebody out. Somebody feels like maybe you cut them off. I definitely feel that. All you can do is wait. So this week, maybe you might hear about something or hear from a particular individual within the next 5 days. Or this is a Virgo that maybe you're dealing with. The next 5 to 7 days, something that you're waiting for. You're waiting for a decision. You're waiting for an answer, possibly from a job or what to do next. Seems like the answer comes through this week. Wow, since we're talking about repeating, we already talked about your bills. We already talked about consistency. We already talked about your revolving bills. You're worried about your credit card debt, your car payment, your rent, revolving bills. You want to consistently pay something on time, okay? Because it definitely feels like I mentioned to you earlier, time is a factor. Timing is a factor. If this is about a bill, it might not be a bad idea for you to stretch it or get an extension on a particular bill so that you can have the space to maybe figure something out. Because I definitely feel that whatever the dilemma is, because it seems like you're thinking hard about something, I think you're going to come up with a solution. It's just that you might need the space to think about it. Spirit says that's absolutely the case. Quiet time. I was talking to you about that before. You might feel that you just do not have time for yourself, or that maybe the people around you are just very loud. There's a lot of horseplay, a lot of ruckus. Take some quiet time alone to rest, meditate, and contemplate. This is what's going to give you that time to think about what your next move is going to be. The name Diana could be relevant to what you have going on or somebody that is around you. Spirit guides, what's next for Taurians? What's next at work? Deciding. We're back to this. So that's what I feel that this is. You're waiting for someone to make a decision, or this is you deciding whether or not you're going to keep this job or stay at this particular location. What are you deciding? Maybe it's whether or not to take that trip, or it's whether or not to take that call, student loans. Yep. Telling you about debt. So you could be thinking about going to school. Who is this that's returning? I hear it loud, clear as day. Here comes Johnny. Somebody is coming back. Maybe the name Johnny could be relevant. Somebody's returning. Especially if this is somebody that's going out. They leave your life. They come back. It seems like you got some anxiety about something. You got a partner that's coming in. Somebody that's coming back. Somebody is turning around, turning back around. This smoker. Somebody smokes like a chimney. This is you taking somebody in, possibly. Is somebody moving back in with you? Because that's kind of how I feel that this goes. Somebody is coming back. Like I said, there could be some sort of assistance that somebody is giving you. Somebody's doing you a favor. Surprise. I feel like you're shocked by something. You're surprised by something. You're shocked to maybe see somebody again, or this is you, a surprise. The way that something plays out may play out in a way that maybe you didn't expect. That light at the end of the tunnel may show up in such a way that maybe you didn't plan for it. Maybe you didn't expect to see somebody again. Or somebody's return, maybe online, as I mentioned. Somebody could possibly show up in your feed again. Possibly someone who is a performer. Yep. Spirit says, let it go. This situation no longer serves you. Allow me to sever your energetic connections to the past so that you can embrace the future. This is you dwelling over things that have happened in the past. Things that at this point you cannot change. You can only move forward from here. So Spirit is saying, this is why they're giving you scissors. This is why scissors are coming up. There's something that you need to sever, some sort of tie to the past. It could be to a person, but I definitely feel that it is to a memory. Some of you are definitely very spiritual. You have a spiritual gift. You know how to channel energy. You're somebody who channels divine messages. I feel like you have a psychic gift. I don't know why this reminds me of witches. Automatically, if you say the word witch, people put a negative connotation on it. I don't necessarily mean that somebody's doing evil type of things, but a witch in the form of spiritual things. The word witch derives from a word called richa, which means wise teacher. I think that is what you are. I think someone could possibly learn a lot from you. You're a Libra child. Justice. I think this is what brings you justice, is to let something go. You worried about a legal? I think you are. I think the legal situation is tied to your home. Again, this is like a bankruptcy. This is an eviction. Since I'm talking so much about credit, maybe the credit is like credibility, right? It could even be that. Like, can you really take somebody at their word? But I think that somebody that yes, this has something to do. You need a car. You need to get to the DMV. Need some insurance. Okay. Maybe you need to take care of a ticket to get you driving legally. Yeah, I think so, Taurus. Again, if it's not you, then it's somebody around you, possibly a Sagittarius. Or it's a family member. Because I think you're concerned about transportation. You're concerned about, did you lose a job? Like I said, do not. Somebody is trying to trigger you so that you lose your job. So that you act in a way that's unprofessional. To make you to be seen in a certain light. To turn things around on you and make you the villain. So be careful. Not all situations are the same, of course, but in some situations, something can be avoided. If there's an L that can be avoided, I'm going to mention it to you. It's not going to apply to everybody, but if I can get you to avoid a situation that doesn't really merit, kind of from my standpoint as the reader, it just feels like there's a situation that doesn't really merit that type of reaction, or somebody is just provoking you and provoking you and provoking you, and it may not be in your best interest to react a certain way. But as I've mentioned again and again, I'm repeating it for emphasis. Not all situations are the same. So not all situations would you react the same, but I definitely feel like you might get charged, angry, since we're talking about emotional challenges. I think this could be a child with a really bad temper. Or maybe this is a child that could possibly be throwing a lot of tantrums. When you're on the road, be mindful of aggressive drivers. Unless this is you trying to get somewhere real quick because you're late. And I call you a channeler. Maybe that's what brings you to tarot. Didn't I say somebody's returning? Yes. Somebody come into your door. I think so, Taurus. Let's see. What do they want? What are they coming to your door for? Wow, somebody pregnant. There might be news of pregnancy. This is a difficult pregnancy, by the way, that I'm saying. If somebody is pregnant, somebody might be having like a high-risk pregnancy is what I'm trying to say. What are we talking about here? What was I saying? Somebody is coming to your door. Somebody's returning. So if there has been just some tension between you and somebody, that's why I said, are you taking somebody in? Maybe somebody's been waiting to hear from you. They want clarity. And like I said, you've been avoiding somebody's calls or texts. I did say some of the people in your reading are genuinely concerned about you. So this could definitely be like a welfare check. But I feel that somebody is coming to make up with you. Or you're making up with people in the home. After things have just been kind of all over the place. That's what I feel. Somebody's coming to see you from a long distance or contacting you. Might not be a bad idea to catch up on some sleep. Oh, what's going on with your taxes? Going to see the tax professional. I don't know. Are you returning? Are you getting a tax return? Maybe this is you getting a head start on tax season. Maybe some of you are business owners and maybe it's a good idea to keep your paperwork together. You'll be going to talk to someone about a loan. But I think you're getting some financial advice. I think this is your taxes, to be honest. Maybe this is an insurance broker. I guess it could be that. But whatever it is that's got you, that you're uncertain about at the beginning of the week, Spirit is here to give you clarity about whatever this happens to be. Again, they're saying spend some alone time or create a sacred space, create an altar, a visit, a power place to connect with the divine. Maybe this is you when you have a specific relationship, because it definitely feels like you're spiritual. If you're not, disregard. But if you are, this feels like the divine, your angels are calling to you. There's a lot of candles, you see what I mean, about you being very witchy. Maybe you are, because this reminds me of Hecate. So maybe you are. Maybe there's a certain deity that maybe you're connecting with this week, because it definitely feels like you're afraid. You're afraid of something, afraid of what might happen. And like I said, it feels that something works out for you, especially if you can get your mind right. There is no need to worry, as everything is working out beautifully. Spirit wants you to be in a place of peace about something. Something been repeating. Something is on repeat. I mentioned to you something about social media. Maybe you're trying to extend your reach on social media. Maybe there are more people that you're wanting to reach with your message. Come on. Like I said, they're a dime a dozen. Thieves, copycats, people that are trying to capitalize on your ideas or your hard work, or someone is recognizing this about you, Taurus, that you are the one doing this. You are the one stealing, taking from someone's creativity. Because I promise you, Taurus, I think you have a very creative mind. And I think you're someone that is here to raise the bar. But this is why maybe you might feel that you are haters, because you're working very hard, or there's something that your creativity raises the bar. And maybe these other people feel mediocre around you with something that you do professionally. Your guides are saying, you know what, Taurus, you have the resources and the tools to succeed with maybe something that you have that you're focused on. Because for some of you, it feels like you're not genuinely happy with what it is that you do professionally. So maybe this is where you get the clarity. Maybe that's the decision that you're making. It could be whether or not to break free and to do something entirely different, something that you feel called to do. Your situation is temporary. Yes, serenity and peace of mind. This is where your spirit guides are trying to take you. You don't have to force things to happen. Spirit is saying, take it easy. Things are going to work out the way they need to. You're working too hard and worrying about everything. Seek out joyous experiences to bring balance into your life. I mentioned to you, maybe you have a pet, you have kids. If these are not your own children, like I said, you could possibly be an elder sibling. These might be your grands, maybe they're your nieces, nephews. Maybe they're not your kids, maybe they're neighbors or whatever, kids in the neighborhood. But your spirit guides are saying, rather than worrying about everything, bring balance into your life. It doesn't seem like you're going to get problem solving or find the solution in this state of mind. And it also feels like there's something that you're going to have to wait for. And you have to wait. It's better to wait with trust than uncertainty. Trust that whatever you don't see, right? Because you're not yet across. Trust that the clarity is coming, because it is. This is why Spirit is saying, keep your vibe high. And be careful about other people trying to bring you down to their level. Spirit guides, what is the advice for the Taurus nation for the next 7 days? What is it that maybe I haven't mentioned that maybe the Taurians need to know? Access clear thinking. Okay, remember I was telling you, in this state of mind, it might be difficult for you to access that clear thinking. That's what spirit guides are saying. That clarity, that clear thinking, you need the space to be able to do so. I was talking about this for a second. Maybe you're on socials. Maybe you're trying to increase your following. Homeland, you're going back to your house. You're maybe a place that's familiar to you. Fertility. We're talking about pregnancy. Yeah, maybe this is news of pregnancy, Taurus. Maybe you have twins. Maybe there's Gemini. Maybe you are a twin. Maybe you are a fraternal twin. Some of you, maybe you want a child. Maybe that's something that's just been very, maybe it's been a challenge for you. Like I said, you're concerned about a child or children. Spirit sees the potential in you, even if you don't see it within yourself with something. Because like I said, it's the state of mind that you're in. Spirit wants you to see something. Yes, they're saying definitely confirmation of what I spoke about. Keep your vibe high. Adjust your energy. It seems like there's a lot of negativity that might be trying to penetrate your aura, penetrate your space. Spirit says, no, adjust that to help you to get that clarity, to get that solution. And yes, that confirmation, I was saying you have to wait. Something's going to require you to patience, pause before you take action. Trust the divine timing is at work. Confirmation of what I mentioned, be patient and play whilst you wait. This is Spirit saying be in a peaceful state of mind, be patient. Taurus, there's something that's stereotypical about Taurus. That's something that's supposed to be a positive about your sign, is that you're patient. Or maybe that's something with you being a fixed sign. Fixed earth can be very, you know what I mean? Fixed, immovable. And maybe it might be a challenge for you to be patient. This week is going to test you. Sanctuary. We talked about this negative energy that's around you. A cleanse. Maybe a spiritual bath might be something that could be very beneficial for you. I think you are looking for privacy. I think you do want people to respect your boundaries. But like I said, if people don't really know what's going on in your head, it might be hard for them to gauge exactly what's going on. Not that you have to blab your business to everybody, but, maybe the people that you trust. But then again, it feels like you don't know who to trust. So I don't know. Just food for thought. If it applies to you and it makes sense, maybe take it in. But it's not disregarded. We talked about a new situation. I was mentioning to you, some of you Taurians, you could be falling in love. If you're open to it. Because it seems that you're very closed off, but you possibly could. You could be meeting somebody. You could possibly be getting engaged. There could be a relationship that could be going to the next level. Maybe there's somebody in your hometown or somebody that's returning to you. This could be a past situation where you could be falling in love all over with someone again. So if you're having tension with someone, I think that for some of you, before the end of this week, something could possibly be resolved. Or you could possibly be working it out with somebody. Nope, you're meeting somebody for sure. Some of you Taurians, if you're really open to love and you're open to new situations, you could possibly be meeting somebody at a party. Maybe you met somebody over New Year's Eve. Why am I still doing the reading? Wasn't I talking about advice? Spirit guides, what does Taurus need to release over these next 7 days? Hopelessness. The feeling of being hopeless. Feeling like nothing about your situation is going to change. Because maybe for a while it's just been that way. Spirit wants you to feel comforted. This could be in the way of Spirit bringing someone into your life, into your energy to give you that comfort. Maybe it's through a message, through a messenger, or through yourself. Maybe this is you finding a way to self-soothe. This could definitely be a child that could be going through something, and you, the adult, could possibly be bringing comfort to a child. It doesn't even have to be that it's a child. You got a nervous habit, it seems like. Yeah. If it's a child, especially if we're talking about a child, they want to feel acknowledged. They want to feel like you're pouring into them, that you're giving them the time that they need. There's a child that may feel very overlooked, and this could be why they're lashing out. Spirit says release feeling indecisive. Clarity is here. It's present in your reading. It's accessible to you. But in the state of mind that you're in, it might be kind of hard to access that clear thinking, which is the advice from Spirit this week. You're right to be cautious. Caution, secrecy, wary. You're right to be cautious, but being overly cautious in certain situations that don't really merit that type of thing, or things to go to that extreme, you could possibly be shutting certain people out that could be very helpful to you, that could help you possibly problem solve. So Spirit is saying not everybody is out to get you. Spirit says instead, embrace being hopeful. See the light at the end of the tunnel. Because like I said, clarity is here. The light at the end of the tunnel is here. All you have to do is wait for that divine timing and make certain decisions. I'm trying to tell you, somebody is bullied. I got this in your last reading. You were bullied as a child. Some of you were raised as by a single parent. If you yourself are not a single parent, yeah, see, somebody is trying to provoke, bully you into submission, right? By tearing you down. Or like I said, this is your inner atmosphere. This is you, again, being very hard on yourself. This concludes your 7-day forecast, Taurus. This reading was helpful. Help me out by giving this reading a thumbs up. Consider being a subscriber to my channel if you're not already a subscriber. If you'd like to book a personal, the way to do so would be to go to my website, which happens to be angelic-ascensions-tarot.com. Thank you, Taurus, for lending me your ear and spending this time with you. Have a blessed, beautiful, and productive week. I'll see y'all in the next one. Peace out.